If you are struggling to gain momentum and start acting on your 2024 goals, then this video is for you. Hi Momsies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 unconventional reasons why you might be struggling with your 2024 goals. I call them unconventional because these reasons may not be what you would hear often when you are hearing about New Year goals, goal setting, and things like that. And that is why I want to share this with you, so that if you are struggling with either setting goals or acting on your goals, you might just look into this and this might be your game changer. Okay. Hi, my name is Lady Teresa and I'm an African mom living in Canada, and it's my mission to help as many African moms as possible in Canada to create, design, and live their ideal lives here in Canada so they can achieve their big dreams. Like I said, 2024, new year, everybody's setting goals. We are doing vision setting, vision boarding, this and that and that. And you notice that along the line, you might be struggling to act on those goals. You've written them down. You are so pumped, but you are struggling to act on them. And without acting on your goals, they would remain wishes. You would not be able to achieve them. So I am hoping that these 3 reasons might help you to pick up that momentum and start acting on them. Number 1 reason why you might be struggling could be because you have set very huge goals. What do I mean by that? A motivational speaker will tell you, dream big, dream big. That's why I said these 3 reasons are actually unconventional. We are used to, being told dream big. If it does not scare you, it's not big enough. I'm sure you can relate. But guess what? Your dreams can actually be too big that they stop you from taking action. All right? It doesn't have to be small dreams at all, but it shouldn't also be so big. So first thing I want you to look at when you are looking at your goals right now is it moderate yet meaningful to you? What do I mean by moderate? It's not too small, but it's not also too big, because if it's too big, it can actually shut down your momentum. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have a YouTube channel, just like me, and you're just starting and you want to set a 2024 goal. Let's say number of subscribers. You want to set a subscriber goals, right? If you say, oh, I want to hit 100,000 subscribers this year, and you're starting with 0, and by the end of the year, you want to hit 100,000 subscribers, it doesn't mean that you cannot achieve this, but it means that you're not thinking moderate. So the goal itself will shut down your brain. And because it already looks too big to your brain, you would notice that you're not even able to take the first step. But then if you say, okay, this year I want the goal to be 100 subscribers, it's going to be so little that you would also not take action, because you will tell yourself, don't worry, before the end of the year, there's no way I will not get 100 subscribers. Do you understand? So look at your goal and ask yourself, are you sure this goal is moderate enough to get you to take action? Because if it is too big, then your brain would shut down and not get you to take that action. And if it's too small, then you would procrastinate, because you will tell yourself, I can always achieve this. I still have 11 months. I still have 10 months. I still have 9 months. Why? Because it's not big enough. But if it's moderate, then it will get you to start acting on it. So that is number 1 reason why you might be struggling with your 2024 goals. Number 2 reason, this one is very controversial, but I am telling you, if you can try this, you would notice a difference. The second reason could be because you are focused on visualizing the outcome. Like I said, motivational speaker will tell us all sorts of things, but guess what? It is not everything motivational speaker tells you that you must act on. Make sure that whatever they are telling you is actually serving you and not limiting you. Okay? We hear this: dream big, visualize, close your eyes and get to that end. See that thing that you want to achieve. Close your eyes and visualize the end. Now, let me tell you something. The brain, I don't know if you know this, but the brain does not know the difference between reality and imagination. And this is actually the reason why motivational speakers said we should do that. Just imagine that it has happened and it will happen. But there is a downside to it. That same reason why your brain doesn't know the difference between imagination and real is the same reason why if you focus on just visualizing the outcome, you will not take action. You know why? If your brain already sees that this thing has happened, then why would you take action? If your goal is 100,000 subscribers and every day you are visualizing, you're closing your eyes, I have 100,000 subscribers, I have gotten the plaque from YouTube and this and that, your brain would already assume that this has happened. So why would you have the motivation to start doing videos? Why will you have the motivation to start pushing? Why will you have the motivation to drop content when it has already happened? So look at that, your goal again. And instead of closing your eyes and visualizing the outcome, every time you're visualizing the outcome, switch it. Just make a switch. Instead of visualizing the outcome, start visualizing the process. Start visualizing you actually waking up, doing the video. Start visualizing you actually waking up, calling those that you need to call. If your goal is maybe sales, if your goal is maybe to get a job, start visualizing you writing those applications. Don't just visualize getting the job, because if you visualize getting the job, then why do you still need to apply for the job if you have already gotten the job? Do you see it? So that's the second reason. The second reason is nobody's saying don't visualize it, but let it just be something that is sparing, something that you do like once. In fact, once the day you are writing that goal is the only time you should visualize the outcome. From there, start visualizing the process, the things that you are doing to get you to that end product. Okay? And the last reason which might be holding you back from gaining momentum, from taking actions on your 2024 goal is because you are not reviewing it weekly. So we have this habit of setting goals, new year, vision boarding, we've done all that. And then the next time you see us doing anything like this is at the end of the year. We start reviewing what happened the whole year. No. If that is what is happening in your life, you will struggle to gain momentum. You will struggle to take action. All right. So instead, what you should do is you have set the goal. You've done the vision boarding, whatever. You've done that at the beginning of the year. Give yourself a time. Start having weekly meeting with yourself. And in that weekly meeting, you ask yourself, what did I do well in the last 7 days? How did I struggle in the last 7 days? And what am I going to do differently in the next 7 days? Do it that way. Have a meeting with yourself every single week so that you are meeting with yourself 52 times. The reason you are doing that is after 7 days, you already know, okay, this is where I struggled. Can I change it? One of my goals was actually, I wanted to do ADF, alternate day fasting. That was one of my health goals. But if I was waiting till the end of the year to know whether I passed or not, whether I did it or not, then trust me, it won't have happened. But after 7 days, I looked at it. I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to switch this around based on my schedule. This thing doesn't work for me on so days. So on so day, I am going to try this. I'm going to fast on these days. I'm going to try this other one on these other days. Why? Because I'm looking at my schedule And these things are things that change. They might change the next week. Something else might happen. But if you just set it and just say, okay, the next time I'm going to check is after 3 months or after 6 months or after 1 year, you're not going to take action. Or even if you take action, you're going to take mediocre action. All right. And then at the end of the day, the new year comes and we're back again, all over again, setting new year goals, doing vision boarding. No. So to summarize, these are the three things you need to look at if you are struggling with your 2024 goals. Number one, ask yourself, is this goal moderate or is it too big for my brain to comprehend? If it's too much for your brain to comprehend, then keep it moderate. Or you can ask yourself, is it too low that I'm finding myself procrastinating a lot? If it's too much, then you take it up a notch. But make sure it is moderate. It is not too big and it is not too small. All right. And secondly, ask yourself, what exactly am I visualizing? Do I see myself doing the work that will get me to my goal, or do I just see myself following motivational speaker and visualizing the end, and then you switch it. You change that imagination and you start seeing yourself actually doing it, so that your visualization for this evening are the things you're going to do tomorrow. Your visualization for the next day are the things you're going to do the next day. If you try it this way, you would get the momentum, you will get the motivation, even the dopamine will be released to get you to do the work. All right. And lastly, please review these goals every week, because some of them might even drop by the wayside and you realize, you know what, I don't know if I still want this. All right. And it's not a bad thing for you to say, I don't want this anymore, but at least give yourself that chance, give yourself that opportunity to review it every week and say, okay, what should I do? What did I do well? What didn't I do well? What will I start doing coming week? What will I stop doing this coming week? If you review it weekly, you will do better in your 2024 goals. So thank you. I'm hoping that these 3 tips would help to turn things around for you to get the best of this 2024. All right. If you like this content and you want more of it, don't forget, click that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get more like this. All right. Ciao.